did it, and under such very difficult circumstances.
You survived a pandemic, you survived online learning, but you have a fantastic...
We won't stand a chance.
But you adapted quickly and finished your degree.
Congratulations, class of 2021. From the moment you turn your tassel, you become a member of Ontario Tech's Alumni Association, comprised of more than 22,000 people from around the world.
We are so happy to share in the excitement of your graduation day and so very proud of you too.
In this year that has been unlike any other, take pride in knowing that you persevered, didn't let anything stop you, and you completed your degree. Congratulations.
Now go out there and make your mark on the world.
Congratulations, you officially graduated despite living through a pandemic. You can now finally take on anything.
It may not have been the ending you were envisioning, but boy, do you have a story to tell.
Bravo, you did it.
Someday you'll look back and think, wow, I graduated at the strangest time ever. Until then, we'll be here cheering you on. Go Ridgebacks!
You overcame many obstacles and achieved your goals. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Well done, grads.
Today will be the first of many successful moments for you.
Congrats on this super exciting achievement and milestone.
We're so happy for you.
You have worked so hard and should be so proud.
Congratulations on taking this massive step towards a bright future.
Congratulations for today and best wishes for all of your tomorrows.
I think you're gonna have an amazing and bright future ahead of you.
Wishing you all the best in what lies ahead.
Remember, you're always going to be a Ridgeback.
All the best to you as you start this next exciting chapter.
Congratulations, Ridgebacks. Welcome to the Alumni Pack. Let's go!
We can't wait to see what you accomplish and how you make the world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Anin, bojo, sego, tanse, kwekwe kinawea, mijake and dodem, shkoden nigan wa waskonen indigenous. Shawanagan dunchaba Nishinabe kwe Ojibwe, Botawarmi and Dao. I bring greetings in the language of my Anishinaabe ancestors. My spirit recognizes your spirit. I am known as head or leader of the Fire Flower, and I'm Turtle Clan. In English, I'm known as Kim Wheatley. And it's my honor to be here today to celebrate and congratulate you on your enormous achievement. When we come together in good ways with good hearts and good minds, we always want to recognize the traditional treaty territory that we're tuning in from or perhaps residing upon. And today, I'm honored to be in the territory of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island. I have lit the medicines for you. I am offering a smudge for each and every one of you. I'm also going to offer a song for you. But before I do that, I want to remind you how important it is on what you have achieved, and that we, bearing witness to that, celebrate with you. So I hope that this day is not only very special for you, but also very sacred for you. The song I'm going to sing for you is an honor song. It's called Magazin. In English, it's the eagle song, and it's our belief that the eagle is the highest flying bird. And so the eagle flies over us on a daily basis, waiting for our prayers, our ceremonies, our songs, and scoops them all up and takes them out to all of creation. So at this time, I invite you to send something out to creation, knowing that you will meet what it is that you intend. Best of luck, everybody. Again, congratulations.
we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Chancellor Fraser, President Murphy, honored guests, especially our soon-to-be graduates, we offer our warmest welcome to the most wonderful event of our university's academic year. My name is Dr. Lori Livingston, and I am the university's Provost and Vice President Academic. I have the honor of emceeing our convocation ceremonies, and although I can't see our audience today, I can feel the convocation energy in the air. While we are celebrating in a different format than what is typical at our university, our sentiment remains the same. Graduates, we are proud of you. Your final year has not been an easy one, yet you were flexible and responsive to new ways of learning, such as virtual classes, online tutorials, labs, and meetings. These were challenging times, but the fact that you thrived in spite of the challenges, or maybe, for some, because of them, is something that will serve you well throughout your career. I hereby declare the class of 2021 convocation is now in session. May our proceedings reflect the warmth and dignity of the occasion. Cogitando, agendo, ducamus. By thinking and doing, we shall lead. I now call upon Chancellor Mitch Fraser to address convocation.
It is my honor to offer greetings and sincere congratulations to the class of 2021. Convocation is an important celebration for Ontario Tech University as we gather to salute your achievements and hard work. I want you to know that our entire university community is exceptionally proud of your success, from our faculty and staff to our research and institutional partners to our donors and alumni. Earning a university degree is an incredible life achievement and experience, and I want you to know that your Ontario Tech degree stands for so much. It speaks to your knowledge, skills, resilience, and values. It symbolizes your flexibility to take on new challenges and your ability to adapt to technological change. The knowledge and experience you have gained now positions you to lead and succeed. When you reflect on your years of study at Ontario Tech, not just today, but also years from now, you will likely look back at this period of unprecedented and unpredictable change. We are in the midst of some very interesting times. Through it all, and particularly over the past year, you invested your time, effort, and dedication to reach this convocation. Who would have thought that classes, lectures, and even ceremonies like convocation would be experienced on screen rather than face-to-face? You adapted and you persevered through substantial adjustments over a very short time frame. You navigated social circumstances in ways that no students in the past have had to do. You found ways to think differently and found ways to adjust and make things work, as did Ontario Tech's amazing faculty and staff. That says a lot. It shows the sorts of amazing things that can happen even under moments of challenge. As the first in my family to attend university, I know what a privilege an education can be. University shapes us into what we are here in Canada, and as Chancellor, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to pay it forward. I believe strongly in our university and its can-do spirit. We are a university on the rise. We provide other institutions with a strong role model by undertaking tech with a conscience. As graduates, you will forever be part of our story. You are now linked with more than 23,000 alumni, and it's a family that will grow larger and stronger every year. In your life and the life of your families, your years at Ontario Tech University will rank among your most important. As you embark on a new path, many challenges and roadblocks will eventually arise. I encourage you to remember your purpose and the lessons you learned during your time at Ontario Tech. Continue to push forward one step at a time, just as you have during your years at this university. And remember, your university is proud of you and will always be here to support you as you achieve many great things. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I offer my warmest congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Chancellor Fraser. I now call upon President Stephen Murphy to address Convocation.
Hello, graduates, families, and friends. I am so delighted to be able to speak to you today and congratulate you on your incredible achievements. A university graduation is a very special day and marks the end of several years of hard work. But there's a long-standing trope about this event that I want to challenge. There used to be a time when you would walk across the stage into a job and stay until you retire. The story ends with a handshake and a golden watch for all your years of service to a single employer. These days, that experience is vanishingly rare. But what we're left with is, in many ways, more exciting. Now, it's far more normal for each job and each skill to serve as a building block for the next one. Graduation is no longer the end of your education. Instead, we build skills and use them to transition to new and better career opportunities. We are constantly reinventing ourselves to meet new challenges. Much of this is driven by the disruption of technological advances and working to keep up. The degree we are conferring today is one of these building blocks. It will be a cornerstone to your career. But the university experience is about so much more than what you learned in the classroom, and you've been developing other building blocks this whole time. Beyond the subject matter mastery that we are codifying with your parchment today, you've also developed a finely honed set of enduring skills that transcend the disciplines. For example, we know that active listening and critical thinking are just as important in science as in education or business. We know that regardless of whether you are studying engineering or nursing, communication, you are also developing curiosity and learning how to learn. These enduring skills will keep you nimble as the employment landscape changes. These are the skills that help you undertake new subject-specific training. They will enable you to adapt to new jobs or to take advantage of newly emerging careers. They are the skills that will allow you to bridge the gap between humans and technology. They are the part of the idea behind tech with a conscience. Employers increasingly value these skills because they remain relevant no matter how technology changes. Today, I want to talk about one enduring skill in particular: resilience. This is the ability to face an obstacle, to get knocked down, and to get back up and get it done a different way. This is a skill I know that each of you possess because in the face of a global pandemic, in the absence of a clear picture of what this year would look like, every single one of you came back. You have displayed incredible tenacity by completing your degree in a year where we weren't allowed to meet face-to-face, where we weren't able to plan ahead for the next thing that this pandemic would bring us, and had to solve problems on the fly. From my perspective, this is the clearest indication of your future success. See, we've heard so many times that this year has been unprecedented, that it already is a tired cliche. But the truth is that every year brings us challenges. How we meet those challenges is what determines if we succeed. Right now, on the cusp of a return to normality, we have no idea what the new normal will look like. We know that because of the pandemic, many industries have invested in strategies that have pushed their business models 10 years into the future. So what is before us is a bit of a blank slate, and it gives you an incredible opportunity to create the future. To paraphrase from Ralph Waldo Emerson, don't follow a path, go where there is no path, and leave a trail. The grit that you have displayed over the past year is what you will need to blaze that trail. Throughout your life, disruptions driven by technology will continue to impact your careers. But keep pushing forward and stay open to the curiosity that brought you to Ontario Tech and that kept you engaged over this past year. Be open to retraining and to new opportunities. Today is a milestone. It is not the finish line. Ontario Tech will always be here to be your educational partner throughout your life. We know that we were the place you started, and we want to be the first place that you turn to when you need to add a new skill or want to change your career to achieve the next great thing. While you begin your next step, so will we, continuing to reinvent ourselves so that we are here and ready for you when you come back for the next step in your training journey. So unlike past generations that would say goodbye to their university as they transition to alumni, we can now say, until we meet again. Thank you.
I would now like to present the candidates for the Honorary Doctor of Laws degree to be conferred by the University, the Right Honourable Brian Mulrooney and Mrs. Mila Mulrooney. The Right Honourable Brian Mulrooney and Mrs. Mila Mulrooney have made Canada a better place through their political leadership, their international profiles, and as champions of charitable causes. Mr. Martin Brian Mulrooney was born in Baie-Comeau, Quebec in 1939, the son of an electrician. He studied at St. Francis Xavier University as well as at Dalhousie University and Laval University. In the early 1960s, he began his career in a Montreal law firm and worked on commissions of inquiry into the St. Lawrence ports as well as the Quebec construction industry. Later, he entered the business world, becoming president of Iron Ore Company of Canada. Between his legal and business dealings, Mr. Mulrooney met and married Miss Mila Pivnicki. Last month, they celebrated their 48th wedding anniversary. Born in Serbia, Mrs. Mila Mulrooney immigrated to Canada in 1958 with her family. Before she was married, Mrs. Mulrooney studied engineering at Concordia University. In 1984, Mr. Mulrooney became Canada's 18th Prime Minister, leading his Progressive Conservative Party to the greatest majority in Canadian history. 4 years later, he led his party to a second majority. Throughout his career, Mr. Mulrooney has believed that Canada benefits from unfettered access to foreign markets. To that end, in 1988, his government negotiated a free trade agreement with the United States, and then, 4 years later, Canada entered the North American Free Trade Agreement. Mr. Mulrooney's leadership, however, extended beyond trade and economics. He has been called Canada's greenest Prime Minister for his leadership in reducing ozone-destroying chemicals, putting climate change on the global agenda in the late 1980s, and for negotiating and signing the first Canada-US treaty on acid rain. Mrs. Mila Mulrooney's role, work, and legacy is equally impressive. From 1984 to 1993, she served as National Chairperson of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation of Canada. Mrs. Mulrooney has also been active in fostering adult literacy, In 2019, she received the Knight of St. Sava Order of Diplomatic Pacifism for her native Republic of Serbia, honoring her contributions to the land of her birth. For their economic and environmental leadership, for their support for scientific research, and for their service to Canada, and indeed to the world, the University confers proudly upon the Right Honourable Brian Mulrooney and on Mrs. Mila Mulrooney the honorary degrees of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
On behalf of the university's academic council, I hereby confer the degrees of Doctor of Laws honoris causa to the Right Honourable Brian Mulrooney and Mrs. Mila Mulrooney and grant them all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto.
I now call upon Dr. Brian Mulrooney and Dr. Mila Mulrooney to address Convocation.
Provost Livingston, Chancellor Fraser, President and Vice Chancellor Murphy, members of the faculty, parents, and students. I would very much like to thank Ontario Tech for bestowing this honor upon me today. I'm truly humbled. Thank you very much. Graduates, it's such a pleasure to be here for Brian and for myself to celebrate the tremendous achievement of your graduation from Ontario Tech, a school that has given you the skills and the tools that you will need as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. After 4 years of hard work, discipline, and more online learning than you've ever expected, you did it. All of you managed to pursue your studies through the global pandemic. For this, I commend you. 14 months has been very challenging. I'm sure that you never imagined your time at school in such a way, but you adapted your work habits and, of course, your expectations. Today, especially, you have so much to be proud of. Not only have you learned a great deal and made wonderful friendships along the way, you have set yourself up for success. You worked very hard and made many sacrifices to get to where you are today, but I'm sure you know that it is very much worth it. Definitely, your future looks brighter. I know a little about sacrifice and sacrifices that people make for a better future. Like many immigrants to Canada, my parents made tremendous sacrifices for themselves and for us, their children. And some of you may know that I was born in Sarajevo, in the former Yugoslavia. We came to Canada when I was 5. I won't give you the year. My father was a doctor, a man of science, a physician, and he was also a man of God. For him, in communist Yugoslavia, he was not free to practice his religion, which was so important to him. And so he and my mother took the difficult decision to leave their home with their families to come to Canada so they could pursue the things they loved and live the lives that they wanted. Here in Canada, according to their own ideals and beliefs, create opportunities for themselves and their children. And also they were able to chart their own path for their lives. And they knew which one was right for them. As I reflect upon both my life and your achievements, the ones we're celebrating today, it's clear to me that the skills you've acquired at Ontario Tech provide you with the kind of choices and opportunities my parents sought for us, their children. The array of options you have before you are ones that all parents dream of. Today, you have a choice that you did not have. You have choices that you did not have 4 years ago. Doors will open that perhaps were previously shut. The choice to start working right away or to pursue further studies. The choice to work for a company or be your own boss. The choice to live close to home or to work abroad. You are now able to make these decisions. and thus build a new and brighter future for yourselves and your loved ones. I feel I cannot go ahead without thanking your parents, your professors, and your mentors for the guidance and the help they've given you over the last 4 years. Personally, I think you're very lucky to have found each other. So, you have set yourself up for success. What can be better than that? But this does not have to be all of it. If there's one thing that I've learned during our time, the 10 years in Ottawa, when Brian and I were in politics, or the decades we spent not in elected office, but working on behalf of different organizations, is that we all have responsibilities to give back. And as you may know, being the wife of the Prime Minister, you are a volunteer. I felt I had a responsibility and, of course, an opportunity to give back, and I'm hoping all of you will. Volunteering can enrich your lives and your community in unimaginable ways. As an example, for more than 3 decades, I've been involved with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation of Canada. I never imagined that I would be involved with CF. As a doctor's daughter, I had never heard of cystic fibrosis, and it happens to be the #1 genetic killer of children and young adults. Once I met the people living with cystic fibrosis, I was absolutely hooked. And I tried to raise awareness. In 1984, when I got involved, life expectancy for someone with cystic fibrosis was 13 years of age. In my time as honorary chairperson, we successfully raised millions of dollars. Those funds went directly to fundraising research at Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, which ultimately led to the discovery of the gene by Dr. Lapche Choi, in collaboration with Dr. Francis Collins from the University of Michigan. Today, life expectancy is 50 years of age. I also have to mention that cystic fibrosis rose to the top 3 organizations in terms of funding in Canada during my involvement. I'm so proud of this work and the team that made a difference. I hope that through my public profile, I'd be successful in raising awareness and funds for research for CF. What I never imagined was how it would enrich me. I've met so many wonderful families dealing with CF and many tremendous volunteers, from the students that held Shinerama events in their university to the Kinsmen and Kinettes that raised millions of dollars. But the work itself was the blessing. I never could have imagined it. So to the class of 2021, I hope you chart the career path of your dreams and that you enjoy all the success that you deserve. I also hope that you will take these skills you've learned here and find a way back to giving back in whatever way that both suits you and inspires you. If you can do those 2 things, I believe you will have built a tremendous, enriched, successful, and happy life. Thank you so much for this honor, and congratulations to all the graduates.
Provost Livingston, Chancellor Fraser, President and Vice Chancellor Murphy, members of the faculty, the parents, and of course to our students. Mila and I are genuinely pleased to be with you today, at least virtually, to accept honorary degrees from Ontario Tech University at the convocation ceremony for the students of the Faculty of Energy Systems and Nuclear Science and the Faculty of Science. When I was Prime Minister, and I did not serve with Sir John A. Macdonald, the internet did not exist, nor did iPhones and all of the wondrous examples of technological advance that dominate and facilitate our lives today. We simply can't do without it. It's here to stay, and we'll be in a leadership role in our lives forever. So you graduates will be playing a major role in the shape and form of the future Canada because you're going to be designing it. And for that, special Canadian dedication and skill you bring to the challenge. We are all deeply grateful. When I was young in Baie-Comeau, I had a conversation with my father late on a Sunday night when he returned from the paper mill where he worked as an electrician. He also held down a second job on his days and evenings off, wiring homes and repairing oil burners. While he did that, my mother, apart from raising 6 young kids in a tiny mill house, took in boarders to try and make ends meet. Times were not easy, and I told my father that night of the new apprenticeship program being launched at the mill, where children of employees could train as tradesmen, plumbers, mechanics, electricians, and the like, while being paid a good wage and then have guaranteed future employment with the company. My father's reply is engraved in my memory. I know, Brian, that times are tough and that we could sure use the extra money that you would bring in. But I've learned one thing. The only way out of a paper mill town is through a university door. My story is not unique. It's happened many times over, no doubt to many of you here today. When I graduated, our convocation speaker that day, the great Canadian editor Grattan O'Leary, reminded us that a good education was not principally to provide us with a standard of living, but rather with a standard of life. When I left college with my friends that day to head to the big city with the bright lights to conquer the world, or so we all hoped, I had no money, no connections, and no influence. But I had 2 things of a far greater worth, as you do today: a college degree and the values that had been inculcated into us by a superb faculty and university leaders. And so it is with all of you today. In the Old Testament, the prophet says that young men have visions and old men dream dreams. I can remember those days of my youth. I can remember feeling as happy and curious and excited and as ambitious as I'm sure you are today. And over the years, I can remember the accomplishments and the setbacks. I can recall the splendor of the view from the highest mountaintops and the sorrow one feels in the valley of defeat. Life is an unending sequence of challenges from which no one emerges unscathed. Defeat is not something to fear, but surrender is something to reject. Never once did it ever occur to me to quit. I learned at university that failure was simply not an option. And I learned as well the true meaning of the words of President Truman when he said, "There are no great men. There are only ordinary men who rise to meet great challenges." And so as I look out at this impressive graduating class today, I see hope for our future in this explosive and dangerous world. And I see inspiration for all of our citizens, from Monterey to Montreal, from Toronto to Tokyo. And so the torch truly has been passed. You, the graduates, are our new generation of leaders, and I salute you and congratulate you on your great achievement this golden afternoon of an unforgettable day in lives now filled with such promise and excitement. In a brilliant address delivered some years ago in Toronto, Ted Sorensen, himself a skilled observer of powerful leaders as special assistant to President Kennedy, said, "Once in office, those who wish to stand up and stand out and leave something enduring behind must build new institutions, not new images. They must look to the next generation and not merely the next election. They must talk in terms of fundamental values and not merely costs. They must appeal to our hopes as well as our needs, to what we long to be and what we know is right. That, he said, is leadership. Time is the ally of leaders who place the defensive principle ahead of the pursuit of popularity. And history has little time for marginal roles played by the carpers and the complainers, and less for their opinions. History tends to focus on the builders, the deciders, the leaders in education, healthcare, science, technology, business, the arts, as well as politics, because they are the men and women whose contributions have shaped the destiny of their nations. These leaders are here today, the fathers and mothers who have raised children, built businesses, and contributed to society in a million uncelebrated ways. And tomorrow's leaders, the graduates, are here as well, soon to shape the agendas that will guide our lives for decades and decades to come. An Irish poet once wrote that the past is consumed in the present, and the present is alive only because it gives birth to the future. Well, I feel inspired today, knowing that Canada's future is in the hands of intelligent, creative, and dedicated young leaders who graduate today. If you can incorporate into your lives some of the humility and generosity and wisdom contained in those poetic words, it will be said of you one day that you have brought honor to your country, pride to your family, and achievement to your life. No one can ask for more. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for having me today.
I am now pleased to call upon the faculty and graduate studies deans to congratulate the graduates from the Faculty of Energy Systems and Nuclear Science.
On behalf of the Faculty of Energy Systems and Nuclear Science and myself as the Dean of the faculty, I congratulate the class of 2021 for your accomplishment, your perseverance over the last 4 years. The last year has been an unusual year and a challenging one for you. Just recalling in year 2021 that it's been 40 years since I got my bachelor's degree, and the world has certainly changed, but the importance of radiation science and nuclear power is still with us, and it is the solution for addressing climate change and sustainability as we know it. So congratulations again to a class of 2021. You make us proud. Yet another year of producing graduates from Canada's only nuclear engineering degree program and a specialty degree program in health, physics, and radiation science. So congratulations again. Please keep in touch. Do good. Go forth. Keep up with us on social media, and I hope to see you on social media as well. Thank you.
Dear graduates of the class of 2021, I'm so pleased to be able to join you in this wonderful celebration of your accomplishments. Here you are, masters of your disciplines, freshly minted doctors. Now that's impressive. My heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. Getting a master's or a PhD isn't an easy feat, even in ordinary times, but you pulled it off during the pandemic with all the challenges of distancing, changed modes of work, and just trying to keep safe. That gives new meaning to the word transformational, which is the experience all students get going through their graduate studies. I'd like to salute your commitment to your programs, and especially the deep knowledge and the advanced skill sets that you've acquired along the way. These will serve you well as you progress into your careers and perhaps even further studies. So you've got the expertise. I invite you to use it wisely and for the betterment of society. I'm sure you'll be furthering the mission of Ontario Tech, which is to be leaders solving complex problems and shaping the future for the better. So there we have it. All the best. Thank you, and do stay in touch with the university for many years to come.
And now it's time to introduce our graduates. Graduands, wherever you may be joining us from today, if you are able, would the candidates for the following degrees please stand? Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Applied Science, Master of Engineering, Graduate Diploma, Bachelor of Engineering Honors, Bachelor of Engineering and Management Honors, and Bachelor of Science Honors. Chancellor Fraser, as Vice Chair of Academic Council and on behalf of the university's Academic Council, I present to you these candidates and certify that they have fulfilled all degree program requirements and have been recommended for graduation by their faculty.
On the recommendation of the university's Academic Council, I hereby publicly confer upon these graduates the degrees to which they have demonstrated their entitlement and grant them all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Candidates, please be seated.
Now presenting candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Margarita Tsivaki. Now presenting candidate for the degree Master of Applied Science, Mohammed Rafiul Abdulsami, Scott Clark, Natasha Gallipo, Amna Hassan, Senya Lipkina, Talon James Montague, Nicholas Derek Summer. Now presenting candidates for the degree Master of Engineering, John Joseph Berta, Devin Alexander Carr, Karen Chafla, Michael Curtis, Lopa Ghosh, Michael William Gilbert, Mark Edward Goodchild, Saad Haseen, Sean William Lowe, Muhammad Mahad, Robert Thomas Raymond Martin, Andrew Nicholas Maze, Fatima Rafat Samuel, Robert Shackleton, Usha Vinthya Shantikumar, Eric Peter Vorauer, Thomas James Williams, Chantal Yakub. Now presenting candidates for the degree Graduate Diploma, Ahmed Hafez, Siraj Bhatt, Mario Jose Canis, Lucas Edward Curran, Muhammad Fahad, Travis Daniel Caruz, Amanda Persad, Ali Raza, Shika Sharma. Now presenting candidates for the degree Bachelor of Engineering, Honors, and Bachelor of Engineering and Management, Honors. Loai Al-Bezra, Omar Yasser Al-Hilawani, Irkam Rice Ansari, Antonio Gordon Azevedo Bergeson, Hans Badal, Alexander Barron, Nicholas Adam Bourne, Faculty Medal, Jude Roland Braun, Christian Rasmussen Brown, Ryan James Calhoun, Morgan Clinton Collins, Joseph Edward Crozier, Sarah Dara, Costa Durla, Amira L. Misri, Brandon William Giannis, Keenan Brantford Grasby, Joseph Hawchar Melhem, Thomas James Higgins, John Imeneo, Noah Al Jan Muhammad, Priscilla Miriam Jayakoti Arachige, Linda Joseph, Joseph Simon Karam, Trenton Keller, Zachary Kelly, Aliher Shah Khan, Umair Khan, Darian Janelle Cusick, Isaac Kai Lok Lee, Damarak Madar, Noman Ashifbin Mahari, Draven Majur, Radishan McLaren Grigger, Haroon Malik, Glenn McFarlane, Sirhat Murmur, Kiran Mohammed, Reza Masanin Mazaferi, Alvin Olay, Seamus Nichols Pinfield, Alex Pirabakarin, Geraint Nikolai Raipal, Shuaib A. Rasul, April Leanne Sabatini, Austin Peter Saldana, Mohammed Saleh, Vladimir Saraganov, Mark David Saka, Benjamin Joseph Sears, Priyal Shah, Jahan Zaib Sheikh, Tyler James Simcoe, J. Bradley Sulit, Nikita Surovtsevs, Caesar Angelo Temperata, Megan Elizabeth Taugus Cook, Maithipuranan Vaitheswaran, Ethan Andrew James Wiebe, Rosita William, Mackenzie James Pierce Woodcock, Fanuanhang Chung, Owen Lyndon Murphy Davis, James Ryan Kavanaugh. Now presenting graduates from the degree Bachelor of Science, Honors, Sabrina Noor Khan, Delano Giuseppe Morrison Chin C, Karuni Pathma Kumar, Sangeet Quintus, Denise Solly.
This concludes the inception of graduates for this convocation.
May this university give those who seek to find and share knowledge, inspiration, and opportunity to make our world a better place for all. May our graduates go forward with inquisitive minds and passionate resolve to make a difference.
You did it, and under such very difficult circumstances. You and your family should be very proud of your accomplishments. Best of luck in the future.
Congratulations on your graduation.
All the very best in your next adventure.
Congratulations, graduates.
Good job.
Way to go.
You did it. We're so proud of you. Congratulations from the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities Academic Advising Office.
Way to go, graduates. You did it. All those hours of hard work, perspiration, and inspiration paid off. Well done.
You did it. Hold your head up high and be proud of yourself. Best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
You survived a pandemic, you survived online learning, but you have a fantastic education and you're going to have bright things in your future. Good job.
Congratulations, graduates. What an amazing accomplishment, finishing up all of your degree requirements and leveling up in life. Well done.
Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021.
From all of us at Ontario Tech, congratulations on your graduation.
Congratulations, graduates. Stay in touch. All the best, and I wish you a wonderful career.
We're all very proud of what you've done over the past few years. I hope that you are too. All the best. Congratulations.
Well done. You have made it. You should be proud of yourself.
Congratulations, graduates. What an accomplishment.
Congratulations, James from Ontario Tech. Wish you all the best.
I congratulate each and every one of you on your remarkable accomplishment.
You did it! Way to go!
Congratulations on your degree. I wish you the best.
Congratulations. Well done.
Way to go!
Congratulations, everyone.
You did it.
Congratulations, graduates. Well done!